Hello, welcome back. Hope you're all right. Now, I've just come back from picking up some scrap. I'll show you in a minute. That's in there. Look, don't know where you can see it because the sun's on the screen like. Yeah, I've just come back from picking up some scrap. And it's Friday, so for what I do is show you over the weekend. I'll get some scrap ready for Monday to weigh and pay. If it's going to be on this video or not, I don't know. See how long it is. But I've got to sort all that scrap out of the back and clear it. So I've probably got, I don't know, 3 loads, I reckon, to get in this week. So we'll see how we get on. Oh, I thought I'd give you a quick look. I've got to sort the pile out the back, so that's going to be my main job, and get through this lot. So this is all bashed up, but it's still got all the goodies in it, all these microwaves and whatever. Did say in the last video when I had all them doors, you know, where are the microwaves? And here they are. So yeah, we'll unload this in a bit. I've also got to sort out the pile at the back. So I think there's going to be 2 or 3 loads in this week. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Right, I've just emptied the van out. I've just chucked it around the back with the old crap. Yeah, and it's 28 now. The heat. It's been cold all week, but it's boiling today. Tomorrow is 84% chance of rain, thunderstorms, heavy rain, and at the moment it's saying 50% chance of rain for Sunday. Now I really want to get this ready for Monday, so I'm going to crack on tonight and get a bit done. But something else I need to tell you. I don't normally film when I get like this, so I'm going to do it just to see how it comes out. You know, if it offends anyone, it's just tough shit. But my depression's kicking in. I've been feeling it coming all week, and this afternoon, bang, it's hit me. So I always say I'd do a film about depression when I'm depressed. So I'm not going to, but I'm just going to carry on filming this. I get different sort of levels of it and different things of it. I'm a very quick-tempered person. I lose my rag, I sew my piece, and I'm back together. But this isn't like that. This is an angry depression, if you know what I mean. Just makes me angry. Everything just makes. I'm not angry with anybody or anything. It's just it's just like a real pissed off attitude, you know. So I'm telling you now, because if I come across a bit arseholey or, you know what I mean, that's what it's got. I mean, with depression, or anybody with depression, it's a job to express how you feel anyway sometimes. And yeah, so I'm just mentioning it now, it's just in case I seem like I'm being arrogant or an arsehole, or you know what I mean. It lifts and it comes back, and it lifts and and it comes back. But I felt it coming all week, but I think it's just the heat all of a sudden, a few days cold, and I want to get this scrap in and out of the way. I know I can't do it over the weekend because I've got too much on anyway, but I mean, I can't get a load in Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, because it's BMX training. I need an empty van. I don't want to risk going in the yard and getting a puncture and all that sort of crap and running out of time, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so I'm gonna go through this stuff I've got in the back. There's a lot of stuff to be stripped, a lot of microwaves, microwaves. The ones we must have the doors from last time. But I filled them all up with crap. It wasn't a good idea when you've got to carry them around the back. But yeah, like I say, if me sort of brain had stayed in gear, I'd have done a lot earlier this afternoon, and yeah, it would have made things better. But yeah, let's try to carry on and see what happens. I just thought I'd show you this microwave. It's a fan oven. I've just stripped another fan oven microwave combined, one of these combined units down. The rest of it's the same as a normal microwave, but with a fan motor. Now this one, It's the first one I've seen like this with no transformer. That'd be normally where your transformer is, and that's not as a fan. Just get the right way up there. That's the way it should be round. This is normally planted in here. But it's not, it's coming at a side angle. There's a board with, you know, some bits on it, but yeah, it's no heavy transformer. Yeah, it's the first one I've seen like that. So yeah, I dare say you've all seen them before, but I haven't. Definitely no transformer in there. Ain't it horrible? All that bloody work to get everything out on it. There's nothing in it. A bit of copper, I suppose. That's if it is copper in like here. Take it is. Right, just thought I'd show you that. Alright, change of plan. Not quite sure what we're doing before this because it's been over the weekend. And when I was looking at that microwave, it's quite funny. I hadn't seen one like that before, and I looked down and there was another one on the floor all smashed up, identical. So yeah, there you go. Right, so change of plan. We're going to do a weighed and paid video. So yeah, I can't remember what was done before now, but yeah, I'm starting to load the van up. It looks like, I'll show you in a second, it looks like I've got bugger all in it, but it's been bloody hard work because trying to put it out of the heap and sort it out the heap, when, like I said to you, the heap was wrong from the start. When we go crossways and it went long ways and it got mixed up. And it's quite warm today. It's very windy, but it's really warm, especially where I'm where the scrap pile is. So I'll show you what I've got in there so far. So you can't really see it because what I've done is I've tucked everything in underneath there. So there's quite a bit of weight in there. Well, I say quite a bit of weight. There's quite a lot of heavy stuff in the bottom. You might be able to see some of the heavier stuff there. Because the trouble I've got is where I buried the heap, all the heavy stuff in the heap is at the bottom. So I'll need, I think, 2, maybe 3 loads of shearing and a good load of light iron. So if you don't all the heavy stuff going this way, it doesn't matter. I'm going to spread it over, like I say, over them loads. So it's just a matter of oh, so many little bloody bits, you know, what I've got to pick up, and it's, like I say, it's boring. And it'd be easier, like I say, if I'd sorted in the 2 separate piles, like I said, well, like I normally do. But yeah, it's got to go. So this is going to be load 1 of the pile, and then, like I say, I think it's going to be at least three more piles, at least 3 more loads. I know you won't see it, but I thought I'd give you a rough idea of how much is there. I think most of this down here is light iron. There's a bit heavy in there somewhere, shearing. But from there, that is, I should imagine, 99% shearing. That's not the problem, see. The problem is when you start coming around here, and then you come around here, and then you come around here, and then you go over here. And it's everywhere, and this is not the only stuff I've got, like I said before. Alright, as you can see, I've sort of loaded it. There's more room. I know you can never see what's in the van when it's loaded up with crap. But I've tucked things in loads of gaps. There's quite a few little bits in this load, but there are some good stuff in here, some thick you know, stuff, car stuff and bits and pieces in there. So there should be a bit of weight there. Not a lot, it's only a little van, remember. I've left a gap in this corner. Well, I sort of filled it sort of halfway, and then there's a gap in this corner because I can get the spare wheel out if I need it. But yeah, and there's going to end up with a few more bits in it tonight, not a lot. Some more of this stuff I've got at the back, I'm going to take apart. I'm working my loads out. There's no point overloading it because it means I'll take in less sort of next time. When having said that, the shearing load, there's a lot of heavy stuff in the next load, so Yeah, it'll probably end up with more in it because I'd have a big whinging still at the state of the place. So yeah, let's go and have a look at the pile and see what I've got to do for the rest of the night. Right, so there's not a full van load there, I don't think, for shearing, but there will probably be a lot more by the time we get to weigh that in. In here is some light iron, but I've got to go through that because, again, by the time I strip it down, there'll be some more shearing. And like I say, I think you've seen what's over there. And that's all got to be stripped down, so there'll be a bit more shearing there on that. I'll probably do tonight if it doesn't pour down the rain. But yeah, we've got to have a massive clear up. I mean, especially up the top, look at these bloody bikes everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Plus what's down the garden, as you know. Right, saying about that microwave, look, there's one there, looks exactly the same. So now I've seen two like it, and there might be another one over there the same as well. Now, the next big job is to decide what scrapyard to go to. Got a choice of two. There are several around here. In fact, there's some that's the same sort of distance that way, towards Suffolk, what I haven't even tried yet. A couple of them are actually basically the same companies what I normally go to, so it's a bit pointless, but who knows. So I'm thinking I might end up going to a different scrapyard tomorrow. I might end up going to the old one I used to go to at Cressing. That's the one, when I got back in the scrap and I wasn't filming, I went there. Nice people again. Well, most scrapyards are pretty good. They're nice enough people. The one thing I like about that yard is it's a smaller yard, so I don't have to drive through so much crap. Sometimes there's a bit of crap there, and sometimes you go there and it's lovely and clean. I've had time to sweep it up and everything, so it's really nice. An £80 a tyre, yeah, and I've done a few tyres, as you know, at the other place. I've had 3 punctures there so far this year. Yeah, just this year, and I haven't done many, weigh-ins, and not even the ones off camera. So yeah, but yeah, so I might go to Cressing tomorrow. I can't make my mind up. We'll make it up in the morning. So we might have something different to look at. Anyway, let's go and get rid of this scrap. What fair is this one? Due for some new gloves anyway. I'll be able to put that phone up a bit of angle. It's on the piss. We're going the other way now with that camera. Right, so this is the old yard I used to go to, Cressing. So actually, just start chucking that off. We're in trouble with gloves today. This glove. Got all this stuff there, a lot of that is anyway, make it easier than chucking it. Still not proper. this one. There's a lot of little bits, isn't there? Bit of plastic there. See if I can get this out though. Probably a video. There's little bits. Just about to pull everything out. Sorry? Not a lot of room, that's no choice, mate. Not a lot of room, is there? On the camera, they won't be able to see the pile, will they? Because I ain't making the pile in. I've got another pile. My pile in the garden is bigger than this. Every morning they load up the containers of heavy. They call it heavy here. And it goes in to the other yard, the other yard what I normally go to. But just give us prices what we've got better. There you are. Well, what's your feet? Chucking that dustbin in there. That dustbin, just chuck them in there. Want it somewhere. Well, it worked with the spare wheels up there, didn't they? Do you want to keep your rusty chain though? You sure? It's only been here, what, a year? Buy some new ones, though. Well, sod around with it, mate. Tiny bit of brass I've just given there, though. Down there, look. I think we'll bend over to pick it up. I sort of prefer this yard, don't you, Louis? You prefer this yard? I think I do. Right, let's go and get wavy, hey? As you see, I went to Cressing in the end. Yeah, I like that little yard. The only reason I stopped going there was because the price dropped, and then when the price come back up, they were a bit slow at bringing it up, and there was quite a bit of difference in the price at the time. But yeah, I like that little yard. The people in there are friendly enough. One of the blokes, the one who normally drives the Grab, I've known him for 25, 30 years through the banger racing. Obviously, I used to take my wire looms in there. I think he's been in there, he must have been there for 20 years, I reckon. But yeah, I've known him a long time, so it's quite nice to see people and that, you know. But yeah, good little yard. So the thing is there, they haven't got a lot of space. So basically what you've got is you've got like light iron, what is like your washing machines and stuff, and at one end, and then you've also got normal light iron, you know, your normal rubbish sort of scrap, and then you've got heavy, what is the same as your shearing. A lot of yards, heavy is like, it has to be a certain thickness, like 1/4 inch thick, and it has to be this sort of length, blah 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 blah. But with them it's sort of clean metal, and then they sort of sort it out in the heap, they do it and mix it up and all the rest of it. So yeah, so their shearing is heavy iron. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, you know, what that yard likes, you know, and what they class it as. So yeah, so really that's heavy iron. Well, like I say, you might call it shearing. And I know some of you might have guessed the weight, but the weight was 220 kilos, and it was priced at £180 a tonne. What is about the same as what the other yard quoted me, so that's fine with me. £180 a tonne, it's worth taking in 18 per kilo. So 220 kilos, £180 a tonne, comes to £39.60. Weren't too bad. The bonus of this job, this weighing today, was there was no nails, there was no bits of metal. I found a nail, and that was after I come off the weigh bridge, after I weighed out. Okay, and £80, like I say, a tyre, I think £84 a tyre. Yeah, you know, and even a puncture is like, I don't know what it is, a ridiculous amount of money to get a puncture repaired now. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Weren't too bad at all. So in the next video, I'm going to go back. I've got to make my mind up. I'm going to load up in a minute. So yes, I will have the same t-shirt on again. God, that pissed my missus off more than a little, I'll tell you that now. But it is getting to the point where it's sort of a bit, it definitely needs washing. Yeah, so I'm going to load up the van again in a minute. But having said that, the wind's picking really up, and it does look like it's going to rain outside. But I don't know what I think it is supposed to be rain as well. But hopefully I'll load it up and we'll get the next one paid in. If it's going to be, it's either going to be light iron or heavy shearing. Heavy iron, I say shearing. Not too sure what one to take in next. But I need to get, I reckon I need to get 3 loads done by the weekend. Yeah, that's the thing. So you might as well say 40 quid for today. Well, wasn't bad. It was a shorter trip journey. We took quite a while to unload, as you see, and I had a chat with the blokes in the office, sort of thing. So an hour and a quarter today. So that wasn't bad, and I do feel a little bit better about holding that scrap back, because I did get a few comments. Why are you holding it back? Because I really wanted to wait till the money was right. So £180 a tonne, the money's right, as far as I'm concerned. Right, I'm going to go. Thanks very much for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. I'll appreciate that if you do. And if you haven't subscribed, think about it. Well, at least think about it. Remember, it's okay not to be okay. See you soon. Bye.